Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Wednesday, May 29th, 2019 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I stop, contemplate, and listen. And that energy is definitely going to serve you today. I think we got some things today. One of the ones that I'm feeling really strongly, even though it's going to move past fairly quickly, is Moon square Mars. So when we have square, we have resistance. So we've got the Moon in Aries. So that lights up our action energy. We want to be moving forward. We are not necessarily feeling very patient through everything that we're going through. And then we've got Mars in Cancer. And Mars in Cancer, Mars rules Aries. So Mars wants to take that action. But Mars in Cancer is like, we've got to move through the feelings. We've got to feel through things. We've got to practice some understanding. And as they are in resistance, what we need most is patience and understanding. And what we have a strong lack of is patience and understanding. And I think that this has to do with just everything we're moving through. It's like, oh my God, can this energy be done? Can we move on to the next lessons? I'm really feeling Jupiter retrograde very strongly right now, personally. And so it's like, oh my gosh, we're in the midst of it. We're in, what's the right word? I don't know. I can't get there, but we're right in the middle of the mix of it, right in a point of some really strong heaviness at this time. And I do this thing when I run. It's like, okay, I see I only have this much distance left, and so I'm just gonna zoom, speed up to go get through it. Just get it done. I just need to get it done. No pacing myself. And I feel like there's some energy of that with this Moon-Mars connection. What it's reminding us, though, at 8 degrees, is to take responsibility where we are at. Stop, contemplate, and listen. It's funny because Joe asked me before, he's like, do you have an energy mantra? And I was like, no, not yet. That's one of the things that can sometimes be a challenge for me is tuning into what this energy mantra is. And he's like, I feel like, we came in spring so fast and heavy, and now it's really time to slow down and listen. I'm like, that's exactly it. And then the cards agreed. So be very aware of that lack of patience, the lack of understanding, whether it's for yourself or for anybody else, because that is what each and every single one of us need most at this time, and what will probably be one of the most challenging things to offer at this time. One of the other major things that we have going on is Mercury. Mercury is in Gemini, and Mercury in Gemini has our mind like this. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm thinking of all these things, and yet today it's squaring, bringing that resistance, Neptune energy. And so this energy to me is like clarity and confusion wrapped all in one. It's like an aha in 1 minute that unwraps a new riddle in the next moment. And right now, remember, we do have Neptune trine the North Node. So it's like, go with your gut. Trust your intuition. Keep moving in the direction that you feel pulled in, regardless of whether you understand it, regardless of whether you know exactly what's ahead or not. Be willing to embrace that confusion. Be willing to embrace the fog. Be willing to embrace the unknown. It's really interesting because I was flipping through Instagram and I saw somebody's post, the ego wants to know what's going on, but the soul is so okay with the unknowing. And so it's like embracing that soul energy as you move forward. You will have clarity on some things. There still will be confusion on other things, but you just need to move with yourself, work with these energies, keep going forward, and don't get caught up, well, is this right or is this right? Tune deeper into the heart of yourself. I have a cat fur on my face that's really tickling me. Majorly. Okay. This is what you get when you kiss cats. Anyways, next up, we also have the sun connecting to the moon. So sun in Gemini, moon in Aries. Again, Gemini isn't necessarily impatient, but Gemini is like, well, I can't get to that thing, so I'm just going to do this thing and this thing and this thing and this thing and this thing right in, before I get to that thing. Gemini keeps itself busy. And that plus the moon, it does want to take the action. And so it's like, we are moving forward, and you have to be very aware of it. This connection, it's 7 degrees. That 7 degrees is like flowing with your soul. Make sure you're connected with your soul as you're moving, that you're not just doing things to fill the space, to fill the time, doing something to do something. Let it be purposeful. Stop, contemplate, and listen. Tune in deeper, because there are things to unravel for you, and they will require your patience and your understanding, even if you don't feel like you have it. Upcoming, we are going to have Mercury opposite Jupiter. So we've got a bit of this T-square energy that is pulling us at this time. It can be the confusion. You may feel like you hear like this person's wisdom and this person's wisdom and this wisdom from this book and this wisdom that you were taught, from it as a child, and this from the church. This is why you have to sink deeper in, because all of those informations may pull on you, but you know the truth. You know how to move, and that's part of that North Node Neptune energy. Nurture your truth, nurture your spirit. Allow that to help pull you forward through these energies. I think I'm going to let that be it today. So, like I said, patience and understanding. We don't got it right now, but it's what we need most. So keep reminding yourself, how can I be patient? How can I be understanding? We are moving forward. It is slow. It is meant to be dense. These are both earth energy cards. It is meant to be very dense. Dense and muddy. Here we got the celebration card. Dense and muddy at this time. Like I keep saying, there's no one who's not feeling some level of heaviness, who's processing some level of something with these energies in Capricorn. There's some level of structure in everybody's lives that is getting shifted, changed, worked on, with the South Node, with Saturn, with Pluto, all in Capricorn. So just keep that in mind and focus on what structures in your life are changing. Where are you being able to step up, or being called to step up to the next level in regards to this? Where are you being called on that soul level? Where are you being called on purpose at this time? Because that's what we're all being kind of funneled through this pinhole for, is to get to the next level of soul purpose. The world needs you to do this. The world needs all of us to do this. So keep celebrating this density, because it means it is being processed, and that's a beautiful thing. So that is it for today. Take a second. What are you grateful for? I'm grateful for this beautiful incense that is burning right here off the camera. 7 chakra incense. It feels very clearing. I let Joe sniff it before I lit it, and he bit it because he thought it was a piece of pasta. Only in Italian, right? Besides that, you can always book a reading with me. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com for that. Besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There is more than enough love in the world for you, and you do have the power. Namaste.